Hello friends, and welcome to today's video where I am going to be ranking the top 100 songs of 2015. Now, I do want to give you a little disclaimer on what that means before I actually do anything else. For this list, I did the domestic year-end Melon charts for 2015. So if you are mad that a certain song isn't on there, don't blame me. I didn't make the list. Anyway, some backstory. I was on YouTube like a month ago now, and I saw some video. If I can find it in my watch history, I will put it in the description because I do want to give credit. But I found a video and it was like ranking the Billboard Hot 100 year-end charts. And I was like, that sounds so fun to do. So I decided that we're gonna do it. That's how we got here. That's how we got here. I hope you're excited. I do have a drink. This is probably gonna be a very long experience, both for you, but especially for me, because like it's gonna take me longer to make it than it's gonna take you to watch it. So right now we have a Bloody Mary. That drink might change if I drink it very quickly, but as of right now, it's a Bloody Mary. Okay, I do have some other things we need to get out of the way before I actually start though. So first of all, like I said, I will be doing the domestic Melon year-end charts for 2015. Now, that means two things. Thing number one, none of the international songs are on here. Like, Sugar by Maroon 5 charted very, very high that year. That song's not going to be on here. I just felt I could have more fun if I didn't include them, if I just did only the K-pop songs, so that's what we're doing. However, the other thing that it means is that there's a lot of old songs on here. There are at least two from 2012 that are on this list. I know there's at least one from 2013, there's a bunch from 2014. I thought about pulling those too, but the way the Melon charts work, like I can just check a little box and it will only give me the domestic chart, whereas if I were to pull those out, I would have to try and figure out what the next chunk of songs would have been, and that felt like too much work. Plus 100 is a nice even number, and I have thoughts on these songs, so I figured they can stay. Another little warning more than anything else, I can't help but feel stronger about songs I've heard more, so like for a lot of these songs, I had never heard them before in my life, so like these are very much once or twice listened through opinions. But for others, I've heard them 5 million times. And now for some of them, that's a pro. Like the top 10 of this list, I've heard each of these songs Lord knows how many times. But then there are the songs where it's like, I've heard you a lot and it's not a positive thing. So just like be warned, if there's a song that you're like, what, I love that song, I listen to it all the time. I probably did too at one point, and then I listened to it one too many times, and then it just got worse and worse, and now here we are. Next, not really a disclaimer, it's more of just a heads up. I've decided we're gonna do some honorable mentions, because I started listening to K-pop in 2015, and when I first got into K-pop, I would listen to like everything. So I've heard a bunch of songs from 2015 that unsurprisingly aren't on this list, but I wanted to include some of them, so I've decided there are going to be 9 honorable mentions. We're going to do them every like 10 songs, other than after number 1, obviously. But there are going to be 9. It's going to be 4 female artists, 5 male artists. They're all amazing songs, so get excited for those. I'm sorry in advance if your fave isn't on there. I only had 9, and I could only choose the best of the best. Final disclaimer, which is a pretty standard one, but I'm making it anyway. This entire ranking is just my opinion. Your ranking could be in every single way different from mine. That's totally fine. We can all have different tastes in music. Music is subjective, as I say in every video, but my point is like, just because I might not like a song, I might have your favorite song at number 100. That's totally fine. You can have my number 1 song at number 100. That's totally fine. I love that for us. Cool. Now that we have that out of the way, let's begin this terrible idea that I had. At number 100, we have the first of the Infinity Challenge songs, which is I'm So Sexy by JYP and Yoo Jae-suk. Now this song, I have heard this song twice in my entire life, and it haunts my very being. It haunts me on a spiritual level. Because while the verses aren't that bad, honestly, they're not a style that I personally enjoy, but they're not bad. The chorus destroyed a lot of my will to live, because the last thing I ever wanted in my life was to hear old man Park Jin-young screaming in my ear about how sexy he is. But alas, I have done it. I did it for you, my beloved viewers. Please appreciate the pain I went through. At number 99, we have more JYP. This time it is Who's Your Mama, which is featuring Jessie. And here's how I describe this song in my notes, and I feel like it fits very well. I said that this song is giving 50-year-old man trying to post thirst traps on TikTok. Like, it very much is giving that type of old man who's trying to convince really young, like 20-something-year-old girls that he's still hot. And That vibe makes me want to die. It makes me want to instigate nuclear apocalypses, multiple. Like, just in case the first one didn't kill off everyone, we need to be sure that none of humanity has survived. Because, like, it's terrible, and I hate it. The one positive I will say about this song, because it's not like a total lost cause, Jesse's flow works very well with the beat. The rest of the song is a crime against me personally, and I would like very much to never hear her again. Number 98 is Zutter by G-Dragon and Top. Now, I'm pretty sure I said this when I reviewed the Made album, but if not, I'll repeat it anyway. This music video traumatized me when I first saw it. Now, I'm aware this is a song ranking. It's not like I watched the music video for this. There are some songs that I did, but this is not one of them. I just pulled up a lyrics video and just listened to it. But I can't get past the music video. Even when I hear this song, I see that music video and it haunts my nightmares, so that is not great. Plus, this song isn't very good if you ask me. G-Dragon and Top are both very talented rappers. Their raps in this song, though, definitely aren't their best work. G-Dragon especially, like, I really am not a fan of his rap here. Plus, I don't really like the chorus, so just as a whole, this song is not really for me. At number 97, we have our first Show Me the Money song, which is Zico and Minno's Okie Dokie. Now, this is the most annoying song I've ever heard in my life. Maybe not the most, but like definitely one of just the most obnoxious songs I've heard in my life. Specifically the chorus. This chorus will come on and I will instantly lose 65% of my will to live. It drives me endlessly insane and I really don't like it. As for the verses, Minno's wasn't great if you ask me. His definitely could have been better. He's another one where I'm like, you're a very talented rapper and I know this for a fact, but your rap here just isn't great. Zico's, on the other hand, is very good. Zico's is the only redeeming part of this song, so it does get some credit for that. Otherwise, it low-key probably would have been lower on this list. Number 96 is Good Boy by G-Dragon and Pam. Now, I will admit, there's a part of me that did once love this song. I can't tell you what it was specifically about the song, but I do know that once upon a time, I was a very big fan of this song. I used to listen to it a lot. I apologize. I have better taste now, I promise. But like, I'm just gonna be honest, from a 2022 perspective, the song isn't very good. The background music especially is just really, really grating and annoying. And given the fact that pretty much all of the chorus is the background music playing on loop, not the most ideal. There is one part of the song though that I will specifically give very strong credit to. The intro music is very, very good. However, then the beat drops and it nosedives in quality, and from that point on, it's just kind of a lost cause. Number 95, Bang 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 by Big Bang. Listen, I know this is the third Big Bang song we've had this low. There's still one more in the 90s, but like, I promise I don't hate Big Bang's music. I have just heard all of Made so many times that it has ruined the album for me just a little bit. Anyway, let's talk about the song now. I may have ranked this song unbelievably low, but it is still simultaneously a classic, and you do absolutely need to have heard the song to call yourself a K-pop fan. Like, maybe one day that will be a video I make, but now is not that video. This is a different hellish project I've started, so like, let's talk about this song. It's not all bad, I won't deny it. The pre-chorus is great, and G-Dragon's rap is still just phenomenal, but the chorus gives so little, and it annoys me so much that it brings the rest of the song down just so deeply that I can't get over it. But it's still a classic, so like, it does get a little bit of credit for that. Next, Turtle Ship from Show Me the Money, which is by Jamez, And Up, and Minnow. Now, I'm a rap lover. I feel like I need to make that clear. I love rap music. I will write you a manifesto about My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy and why it's the greatest rap album of all time. But like, the issue arises specifically with songs like this, where there's too many people, where the varying qualities of talent just bring the song down. So like, for Show Me the Money, I listen to Show Me the Money songs every year. More often than not, I will find a new artist or two to listen to. But with these songs, where they bring in too many people, you'll have verse number 1 that's fire and is great. And then you'll have verse number 2 that kind of flops. And that's what happens in this song. Maybe not with verse 1 and 2, but like, you get what I mean. That's what happens in this song, where it's just like, the verses are just such different quality that it brings the song down. Plus, the chorus is very, very shouty. I do not like being shouted at when I listen to music, so that just really ruins the song. Number 93 is Crazy by 4 Minute. Now, this is the last song that I'd really call bad, and it's not even that bad for this one specifically. It's much more just a product of its time more than anything else. Like, this is very much a 2015 song, and in 2015 I loved it. Unfortunately, it's 2022 and things have changed. But even by like today's standards, I wouldn't say this song is all bad. The pre-chorus is a bit of a moment, and the verses are pretty solid. But the beat drop for the chorus is so just terrible, if you ask me. Maybe not terrible, but like, it's just really not for me, and it really hurts my ears, and I can't support it. Number 92, we're back to Big Bang. This time it's Big Bang's If You. Now, listen, this one I don't really have a ton to say about because more than anything else, it's boring. Like, it's just a ballad, and Big Bang ballads, while it's not that Big Bang isn't talented, I think they very much are, there are ballads that just never really hit for me, and I know. I complain about raps and ballads all the time. Big Bang gets an exception because I feel like they're one of the few groups that like really needs a rap in the ballad. Otherwise, it's so boring that I will fall asleep. Number 91 is Mapsosa by G-Dragon, Taeyang, and Hwang Kwang-yi. Now, this is another Infinity Challenge song, and I feel like it's just a slightly better version of Good Boy more than anything else, and by that I mean the background music doesn't make me want to die. Cause like, the song itself is still not great. The pre-chorus is much better though. I do like the pre-chorus, however, like, the second verse can use a lot of work. The first verse isn't great. I'm still not a huge fan of it. It's basically just Good Boy with a slightly better background music, and that's pretty much it. Well, hello there. Welcome to the Honorable Mention Corner. This is going to be the first Honorable Mention. This is the corner. You might recognize it if you've seen a certain other video. You might not recognize it. I don't know. I don't really care. This is the Honorable Mention Corner. Our first Honorable Mention is going to be Ah Ah by Teen Top. Now, this one is first for a few reasons. Reason number one, it's a great song. Just hands down, great song. But reason number two, which is why it's actually first, is this is the song that inspired it. I was thinking about this song because I think about the song all the time. I listen to the song all the time. But I was making these notes, right? And I was listening. It was just a 2015 playlist. And I was like, I want to talk about Teen Top's Ah. So I've decided we're adding the honorable mention category. And here we are. This is the first honorable mention. So let's discuss. This song is a pop masterpiece in every single way. Like, this is literally one of the best pop songs I've ever heard in my entire life, and no one talks about it, and that makes me very sad because it deserves all the hype in the world. So, like, literally, you should listen to it. That's my point. Go listen to this song. We have reached our first real, true, belt your heart out ballad, which is Memory of the Wind by Null. Now, I have mixed emotions on these types of songs where it's like really like you're belting your heart out, because I think while it can go very, very well, it can also go very wrong if I'm not really feeling the song, which is what happened here. Like, I really was just not feeling the song. But I mean, the vocals are pretty. He's a very good singer. I just really wasn't into it. Also, this is one of the songs I watched a music video for. This music video was nuts. There was just so much wild shit happening. I can't explain in words what was going on. I feel like you really do just need to watch it. We have another first for number 89, which is our first like true OST, which is A Little Girl by Oh Hyuk from Hyukoh. This is really just a song, if you ask me. Like, it's another ballad, and just like with the last one, the vocals are nice, but I really wasn't feeling it. It's only higher because I wasn't feeling it slightly less. Number 88. We have the next Big Bang song. This time it's Baby. I told you, if I hear the song too many times, it will ruin it. I've heard made 5 billion times. Anyway, we need to talk about the song now. This song, it's not bad. I think it has the potential to be better, so hear me out. The chorus is really, really nice. The vocals are very pretty. It's a really pretty song. I just think this background music was not meant to have raps. I think this should have been a vocal line song. It would have been a nice little symbolism, since in E we would have had a rap line song, maybe in M we have a vocal line song. I just think this song didn't need the raps, and instead of putting all 5 of them in it, maybe just give it to vocal line. We now have what is just factually and statistically the most successful song on this list, which is Cherry Blossom Ending by Busker Busker. I have a confession to make. I don't understand why this song is so popular. Like, maybe not that I don't understand, just like, for me, it's not really my style, because I am a pop stan and I am a rap stan. This is none of those in any way. However, it was a pretty nice song to listen to. I was kind of feeling it. I don't quite see the hype, but I think that has more to do with me than anything else. Number 86, our first Zion T song. He has a lot on here, so get ready. But this one is Yanghwa Bridge. And for this song, hear me out. I know I just said it, but like, I'm a pop girly, And I know Zion T can do pop very, very well. I've heard him do it. So like I can't help but be a little bit disappointed when he doesn't do it, but I know I'm just being stupid about it. It didn't take that much of an effect on the ranking of the song. But more than anything else, like this is just a vibe-worthy song, and while that's not a bad thing, it just means that it's a little bit less engaging, if you know what I mean. Number 85, We Like to Party by Big Bang. Now this song very much is giving summer beach vibes, probably from the music video, but either way I appreciate it. However, it doesn't really give anything beyond that. Like, this is one of those songs where I will not actively seek it out to listen to, like that's very rarely going to happen. However, if Apple Autoplay decides to put it on, I probably wouldn't skip it. I would probably vibe. Next, Aya by EXID. I have a confession to make. I hadn't heard this song in years. I thought it was gonna be way lower in this ranking. I was actually pleasantly surprised. It was pretty good. Like, LE has always been a talented rapper. I knew that. She's still very good here. And the chorus kind of goes off. I think I just forgot about the part of the chorus that goes off and just skipped the repetitive part, which I still don't really like. It still kind of annoys me, but like, the rest of the song is pretty good. I will say the verses could use some work, but like, it's not that deep. And just as a whole, I was pleasantly surprised. Number 83 is Up and Down by EXID. Hear me out. Everything I said about Aya stands. The only real difference between these two songs for me is that I like the verses to Up and Down a little bit more, so it gets to be higher. Next, number 82, Loser by Big Bang. Now, this song does hold a very special place in my heart for being the first, like, huge K-pop moment that I vividly remember. Like, yes, I was here for Call Me Baby. I remember when it came out, but I was, like, brand new to K-pop. Like, had been into K-pop for maybe a month when that song came out, so, like, I had no idea what was happening. By the time Loser came out, like, I knew what was going on. I was able to understand what was happening, and I have vivid memories of this era, because it was, like, this era was huge, and it holds a special place in my heart. It makes me nostalgic, and that just brings the song up because, like, for other songs that are like this, I might think they're kind of boring. This one, it's nice. I appreciate her. Up next, we have Zero for Conduct by Bastars. Now, let me be honest. If you'd asked me to do this exact same ranking back in 2015 or 2016, I probably would have put this song in the top 5, definitely in the top 10. I was just so obsessed with it, and I don't really know why, because, like, in retrospective, it's pretty good, don't get me wrong, but, like, it's not on that level. My key issues with the song nowadays, though, or should be a surprise to no one, but, like, the background music kind of annoys me, and it's too shouty. I understand the shoutiness can mostly be attributed to Mr. Pyo Jun and his deep-ass voice, but it is not my fault that his voice triggers my fight or flight. Hi, hello, welcome back. It's time for honorable mention number 2, which is Closer by Oh My Girl. Now, listen, for the record, I was gonna put Cupid and Closer on this list for honorable mentions, and then that felt like a little excessive, let's say, so I've decided I personally like Closer more, and I think it's the more well-known of the two, so we're putting Closer here, but, like, they're unofficially both here. Cool? Cool. Let's talk about Closer now. This song is an icon in every single way. The chorus is absolutely amazing. The vocals, stunning. And the bridge is nothing short of a god-tier masterpiece. Like, I don't know who gave Oh My Girl permission to slay this hard for their first comeback, but we did not deserve this song, and this song deserved better than us, because it should still be charting, but society decided to be disrespectful, and it played Oh My Girl. Hi, I'm back. I know you can't actually tell that I left, but I did go to the kitchen and make a new drink. I made an appletini. Isn't it beautiful? I think the colors actually really go with what's going on here. Also, before you commented asking, yes, I know there's like no liquid in that glass. Appletini is supposed to be in martini glasses. I don't own martini glasses, so we take what we can get. Anyway, let's talk about song number 80 now, which is Because of You by MC The Max. Now, this is a ballad OST song, and like many ballad OSTs, they all sound the same. Like, I'm just gonna say, a lot of them have the very similar beats, let's say, and if you've heard one, you've heard them all. You've probably heard one that sounds a lot like this. For this song, the vocals are really pretty. That's pretty much all we got. Next, At Gwanghwamun by Kyuhyun. Now, for this song, listen, I know Kyuhyun's a good singer, okay? Like, I understand. But this is really just a ballad. Like, it's just a ballad. It's really not giving much. The only credit I will give to this song, hear me out. I know I'm about to spin you like a weird conspiracy line. I just need you to follow. I feel like this song is the only reason we have Jongdae's solo debut, which I love. So, like, I feel like if this song had flopped, SM wouldn't have let Jongdae debut with a ballad, so like, I appreciate that, however the song itself could still be better. Next, number 78, Looking at You by MC The Max. It's another OST ballad moment. However, this time the chorus is kind of giving. Like, I was really into the chorus. The rest of the song, it's take it or leave it, but I just really liked how for this song in particular, and others later, but like, it starts more chill and gets more intense over time. I really like that, so it gets to be higher on the list. Number 77, You From the Same Time by Null. Now, this one is another ballad, yes. I did my best, but like, a lot of ballads sound the same to me, so a lot of them are grouped together. The next song's not a ballad though, don't worry. Either way though, for this song, it's very similar to the last one, where it like starts soft, it gets more intense over time, and I liked it a little bit more, so it gets to be a little bit higher. Next, Leon by IU and Park Myung-soo. I have a confession to make. Park Myung-soo is bringing this song down. I'm so sorry, like, I love IU, but his raps are really just ruining the song for me. And before you say anything, yes, I know he's not like really a singer, he's not really a rapper, but like, if you're gonna release music, I expect it to be good. This isn't that good. If not for IU just trying her best to save the song, it probably would have been even lower. Next, I Have to Forget You by Jung Sung Hwan and Park Yoon Ha. Now, for this song, the only versions I could find have very live sounding vocals, and I know this was from either K-pop Star or Superstar K. They are really the same to me, so like one of those shows. I know it came from that, so I assume that's just the way the show's songs work. But like, I tried to be nicer is my point. Like, I tried to not take the vocals into account because like, live vocals are never gonna sound as good as studio vocals. That's just how it works. So like, I tried to be nicer. So vocals aside, this song was very pretty. It was very nice to listen to. I was enjoying it. Next, very short one, Love Begins with a Confession by Kim Bum-soo. This is another OST ballad. The vocals are extremely pretty. I was here for it. Next, number 73, Fire by Mad Clown featuring Jinju. Now, for this song, I have a confession to make. I've kind of always hated Mad Clown's flow. I know that's a controversial opinion probably because he, at least at a time, was very popular, but it's bothered me in a lot of songs that he is in. It's very much hit or miss, and him in this song is very much hit or miss. However, for Jinju, iconic. The chorus, which she does, exceptional, amazing. I've loved it ever since I first heard it. Every part she's in is just good. It's just that Mad Clown takes up the majority of the time of this song, and I don't really love his parts. Next, number 72, Snow of April by Hagak. This song, kind of obsessed. Like, just a minor bit obsessed. We've not reached, like, full obsession because it would be way higher, but, like, it was pretty good. I was having a minor moment, let's say, because, like, this is very much a vibe and cry song with some belt your heart out aspects, specifically at the end where he is giving, and I almost cried. But, like, it's one of those songs, so if that's what you're into, I'd recommend this song. Plus, his vocals, very pretty. Number 71, I Want to Fall in Love by Jung Sung Hwan. Now, just like with his other song on this list, I could only find versions that sounded like they were live, which again, vocals aren't going to be as good. However, in spite of that, the emotions you could hear in this man's voice, I was shaking. My one key issue with the song is just that I wish it was longer. I feel like if this was a longer song, it would have been way higher because I wanted more. I actually got a prop for my third honorable mention because this is the shiny shelf. This is Married to the Music. Married to the Music is our third honorable mention. Now, to be fair, for most of the honorable mentions, I tried to avoid doing songs by artists that were on this list elsewhere just because it felt a little bit unfair. However, this is the exception because Married to the Music not only deserves to be on this list, it deserves to be in the top 10 of this list because it is banger pop masterpiece. It's such an icon. It's such a classic. I love it so much. I'm glad we've established that, and now we can return to the normal ranking. Number 70 is Cry Again by Davichi. Now, this song, I will admit, verses kind of just there, not really doing much for me. However, the chorus is doing everything. I especially love the way that the music will shift as the vocals get more intense. I thought that was a really nice touch. I was very much appreciative. Plus, if you've ever heard a Davichi song, this should go without saying, but the vocals, absolutely gorgeous. Next, Tell Me One More Time by Jinusean. Now, I know very little about them, at least when it comes to their discography. I have heard exactly 2 of their songs, which are both on this list, so like, I don't really have a real metric to be like, oh, like in comparison to their other work or whatever, because I know they're really old, but like, I was feeling the song. I liked it. I thought the raps were solid. The chorus is pretty good. Like, it's just a good song. Number 68 is Eat by Zion T. Now, this song, I don't know why, but it awakened something in me. I was having the vividest flashbacks the entire time I was listening to it. I don't know what it awakened, but like, it awoke something in me. As for the song though, it was nice. I was vibing. She's pretty good. Next, number 67, Superstar by Kisum, Sani, and Taewon. I thought this song was really good. I was really feeling it. The chorus, for the most part, is great. The rap's phenomenal. The key issue, the shouting after the chorus. It brings it down so much that it honestly ruins the song a little bit, just because I know I've said this before, but it's like, I don't like being shouted at when I listen to music. It's not a fun experience for me. Also, potentially unpopular opinion, can we please bring back Unpretty Rap Star? I miss it. Number 66, Ice Cream Cake by Red Velvet. Now, maybe this is just me, but I feel like the song got ruined, not by the song itself, although that is a factor that we will get to in a moment, but simply because Dum Dum is so much better that by comparison, this is just so much worse. But the song itself also didn't hold up super well, like I won't deny, it very much does sound like a 2015 song, and it didn't age super well, which is, you know, not the most ideal. Number 65, Auditory Hallucination by Jang Jae-in featuring Nasho. Now, Nasho in this song, kind of giving, kind of slaying just a little bit too much. As for Jang Jae-in, it's not that she couldn't keep up, it's just that like, don't want to be mean, but her voice really is not my style, so I wasn't the biggest fan of it, and it kind of brought the song down a little bit. Anyway, next we have The Meaning of You by IU featuring Kim Jong-won. Now, I know, okay, like I want to make it clear, I am aware that Kim Jong-won is the original singer of this song. It is originally his song, it was his like band or something, it's his song. But I really was not feeling his voice. It very much sounds like a really old man, and while I'm sure it was a very successful way of singing when he was popular, this came out in 2015, and even in 2015, not the way that I would have enjoyed it, and certainly not in 2022. However, the song itself is still very nice. It was chill. I didn't mind listening to it. Number 63 is Fear by Minho featuring Pan, and I have to be honest. Like, can I be honest? Taeyong should not have been in this song. I'm so sorry. It's not that his part, which is the chorus, is bad. Like, it's a very nice chorus. I just feel like you needed a female vocal. Like, you should have brought in, like, E-High or someone like that. It would have made the song much better. But whatever. I'm not in charge of Show Me the Money. It wasn't my say. As for the rest of the song, aka Minho's parts, he did much better here than he has in his previous appearances on this list. I think Minho, at least if you ask me, does his best work when he's doing more chill songs, like more chill raps. That's what this is, and I enjoyed it. Number 62 is Apple by Gain featuring Jay Park. This song, this background music, honestly popped off. I was jamming to the background music. Jay Park's rap is good too. I just wish, like, again, I don't want to be mean, but I wish Gain was giving a little bit more with her parts. It's not that she did bad, like, it's a good song. It's just, it always makes me feel a little bad when you get overshadowed by the featured artist, if you know what I mean. Moving on, up next we have Three of Us by Toy. Now, for this song, I swear on my life it's a Disney song. You cannot convince me otherwise. This song is from Beauty and the Beast. I would bet my life on it. Like, I know it's not actually, but it very much gives those vibes, and I'm very much here for it. Plus, it just had something about it that was making me feel the song. Like, I can't explain it, but I was really feeling it, and I liked it. Honorable mention number 4 is Kara's Cupid. Now, this song is on here for a couple reasons. First, it's just a really good song. But also, we as a society did Kara dirty as hell, basically starting in 2013, because they were out here giving us pop banger masterpieces, and we were giving them nothing but dust in return. Like, let's look at this song for a minute, okay? Cupid, phenomenal chorus. It hits so hard in the perfect way. It's so good, it's not even fair. What did we give Kara in return? Nothing. We gave Kara nothing in return. So not only am I going to be recommending Cupid, I am going to be recommending pretty much every Kara title there is. Go listen to all of them, you will not be disappointed. Okay, number 60. No Makeup by Zion T. Now, I have to say, I have always really liked this background music. I don't know what it is about it, but there is just something there. My current theory is that it's the piano, because I do love a good piano moment. But either way, I really like the background music. The chorus also, very, very good. It's just, this whole song is good. I don't know what else to tell you. At number 59, we have Born Hater by Epic High, featuring Bean Zeno, Verbal Gent, Hanbin, Bobby, and Minna. So, like, there's a lot of people here. And do you remember what I said about Turtle Ship? I will remind you. The bigger the collab, the more likely it is you'll have a flop rap. That theory does not apply to this song because there are 7 rappers here, and every single verse is good. Like, other than that one part in Bobby's rap where he sings, I didn't like that, but the rest of the song is really good. Like, this song is really just a rap masterpiece, and the rap lover in me is very appreciative. Number 58 is You Don't Know Me by Soyu and Brother Sue. Now, I'm like 90% sure I'd never heard a Brother Sue song before listening to this one. So, thoughts? It's pretty good. I like this song. I also liked his voice. I liked the way it mixed with Soyu's voice. I thought it sounded really pretty. Speaking of Soyu, she was giving in this song. Like, I've always really liked her and her singing, but like, especially here she sounded extra good. So I was appreciative of that. Number 57 is Love Is Madness by 15 and featuring Kanto. Now, on this song, I will say this. The vocals were absolutely gorgeous. Like, on a scale of 1 to 10, I would give them a 25. And I really, really liked the chorus. I do have one key, like, beef with this song, though. I wish they moved Kanto to the beginning. I think the featured rap would have worked a lot better at the start of the song instead of the end of the song. But whatever, it's not that deep, and I did still enjoy her. Moving on, up next, we have You Don't Know by Loco, and first we must address the obvious. The guitar. I've always been weak for a nice guitar moment. The guitar here, very nice. That hasn't changed. I liked it. Also, the song, I liked it. It's a lot more chill than most of the rap songs we have on this list, but it also hits different. So, like, if you couldn't tell, I like a lot chiller raps as opposed to the harder raps. I have a thing about it, but, like, I like the song. That's the point. Number 55. Sick by Zico and Sojin. First, Sojin in this song sounds gorgeous. Like, her voice sounds beautiful. Also, Zico in the song is very, very good. His raps fit the vibes perfectly. He never goes like too far. He starts off chill in the first verse. It gets a bit more in the second verse, but it never reaches that point that I've noticed a lot of rappers will reach this point where it's like, you tried too hard. It never gets there, and I really liked it. It's really good. Up next is Moment by Jay Park featuring Ugly Duck. And I watched the music video for this, and it made me very, very uncomfortable, to the extent that it is in my notes to mention that the music video made me uncomfortable. So, yeah, there is that. As for the song itself, it's a classic. At least if you ask me, it's a bit of a classic. Like, this is the first Jay Park song I ever heard, and as a fellow Seattleite at the time, I felt the need to support. The part of me that felt that has died. A lot of his songs now, not really gonna support him. But this one, it still holds up if you ask me. Like, the chorus is a bit too much of a bop, and the verses are really good. Plus, this is less relevant to the song, more I just wanted to share it. I remembered like every single word to this song, so there's that. Anyway, at number 53, we have Two Lovers by Avicii featuring Mad Clown. And I'm like a little bit obsessed with this song. Like, not crazy obsessed, just a little obsessed because, like, the verses, very good. And I like the chorus. Plus, this should go without saying, but just in case you were unaware, the vocals in literally every Avicii song I've ever heard are phenomenal. That has not changed for this. However, I know I said Mad Clown's raps are not my favorite. That also hasn't really changed for this. This one's on the better side of things if you ask me, but like, I'm still not a huge fan of it, which doesn't bring the score up, let's say. At number 52, we have Your Voice by Noel. Now, I can't explain to you why, because I do not know, but this chorus destroyed me, and in the best way possible. I was really feeling this chorus. This is a ballad, by the way. I forgot to mention that if you didn't know, like, very much a ballad, very much here for the chorus. The verses, they're fine. The vocals are obviously really good, but like, it's mostly just some old men singing. But for some reason, the chorus just did it for me, and I don't know why. Next, we have another ballad, which is Im Chang-jung's Love Again. Now, first of all, the opening for this song is absolutely stunning. It was like grand and orchestral, and I really, really liked it. However, the rest of the song was pretty solid. Like, don't get me wrong, it wasn't bad, but it was definitely not on that level. However, none of that mattered because the vocals in this song were so powerful and good. I was literally shaking. Like, this man is in his 40s belting out his lungs. I wish I could sing half that good at any point in my life, let alone when I'm a hag, and I have to respect it. Honorable mention number 5 is Cinderella by CN Blue. Now, I will be honest about it. I'm not the biggest CN Blue fan. I don't really listen to their music all that often. This is one of the rare exceptions because this song is one of the best songs of 2015, hands down. Like, the chorus is amazing and the verses are slaying. Like, this whole song is an absolute masterpiece and work of art and deserves so much more hype and attention. Hi, yeah. It's a new day. I'm in a new shirt. I feel like before we continue, I do need to be honest. I'm a damn fool. I thought it would be like fun and cute for me to like have a little drink that entire video. The appletini broke me because the way I make appletinis is nothing but pure alcohol. It is nothing but apple liqueur and vodka. And I didn't eat yesterday, and then you will not be seeing it because it's a disaster. I kept going after number 51. Like, I hope you know, I made it to number 1. And then I was like watching back the most recent stuff, and I was like, this can never see the light of day. I also got coffee for this experience because it's actually late now, like it's nighttime, so I need to stay awake. Okay, we're actually gonna get back to the ranking now, I swear. So number 50 is Growing by K. Will. Now, this is another one of those ballads where like the verses, they're pretty good, but the real moment is the chorus. This chorus had me gasping and shaking. I would say it had the girlies gasping and shaking, but like, let's be real. The song came out in 2015. It's 2022. No one is listening to a 2015 K. Will song. If you are, I respect you, and if you're not, I would recommend it. Number 49 is A Girls' Generation's Lionheart. And whilst, at least in this house, we love girl crush. Like, we love a solid girl crush concept. But part of me wishes that more girl groups would do this kind of sound, just because, like, it's so cute, but the rest of me tells me that I'm a fool because this type of sound really doesn't hold up after multiple listens. Like, it just didn't age well, which is fine. It came out in 2015, but like, after more than 5 listens, I would probably be sick of this song. The only real reason it is so high is because I haven't heard it in years and I was deeply nostalgic for it, but like, at the time, like, I got into K-pop in 2015. I've heard this chorus like a million times. And I remember being sick of it, but it's very cute if you haven't heard it in a while. That's a rare feat for songs. It's a rare category, I know, but like, this is one of those songs that's really good with the occasional listen, and that's it. Next, number 48, Just by Zion T and Crush. First of all, I do have to ask, does anyone else remember all the like really shady tweets about betrayal when Zion T signed with YG? Because that was literally all I could think about when I was taking these notes for the song. Like, it was all, I was having flashbacks to people being on Twitter being like, wow, Zion T really left Crush out there to burn and go win. It was very funny to me personally. I feel like in the moment it was probably an actual thing, but like, with retrospect, it's really funny, especially because like Crush isn't even at that company. It's just funny to me. Okay, but like, let's actually talk about the song now. I was feeling it. It's really chill, definitely a vibe, but like, hear me out. This is gonna sound really mean, so I just need you to let me elaborate for a minute. I feel like Zion T and Crush both have voices that really benefit from a collaborator because on their own, they blend together. Like, they blend in on their own, if you know what I mean. Like, when it's just a Crush song, Crush's voice will get really, really monotonous to me really fast, same with Zion T, but when they have another person there to sort of balance it out, give me a different sound, it works. I hope that made sense because I can't explain it any better. Our next song is going to be Wonderful Barn by Hyukoh and Jung Hyun Don from Infinity Challenge. Now, I could be losing it, this could just be me, but I was getting very much hoedown throwdown from this song. I felt like it belonged in that scene, they were giving me similar vibes. Again, could just be me, but it's not a bad thing. We really like the hoedown throwdown in this house at the very least. As for this song itself though, I thought it was pretty good. I would have honestly put it higher, except the vocals got on my nerves a little bit. Like, I'm so sorry, but like, they really did get grating over time, and it really did bring the song down a little bit. At number 46, we have A Midsummer Night's Sweetness by San-E and Reina. Now, right off the bat, this chorus, love her. I enter a state of absolute pure bliss. It calms every part of my body. It soothes me. I love it. As for the rest of the song, I also really like it. Sunny's verses, like in general, Sunny's just a very talented rapper, but here especially, he has really chill verses, and I really like what they bring to the song. Plus, the parts when Reina's vocals just mix with his raps, love it. I love it so much. I love it when it happens in all songs, and I really like it here. We have reached not just our final Zion T song, but also our final Infinity Challenge song, which is sponsored by Haha and Zion T. Now, first things first, the background music. I really, really liked it. I don't actually have a ton to say beyond that. I just really like the background music. I really like the song. I thought it was really good. I enjoyed it. That's all I got. We're moving on. Next, Simon Dominic by Simon Dominic. Now, let's be honest for a minute. Can we be honest with each other? This chorus kind of sucks. Like, it's fun and it's catchy, but it's also stupid and I can't stand it. Like, I have a complicated relationship with this chorus. However, the verses, they save the song entirely. Ever since I first heard Tiffany's Heartbreak Hotel, which is the first Simon Dominic song I ever really heard, I've been of the opinion he's a very talented rapper, and that stands to this song. His flow and just his rapping in general in the song are exceptional. It's just brought down by the chorus being so fucking stupid. At number 43, Like Nobody Knows by Cheetah and Ailee. And can I just say before I talk about the song, we as a society need to give Cheetah the respect she deserves, because I feel like I always see people talk about how talented she is and like say they really like her music, and then she'll release something and it will completely flop, and it just annoys me because like this woman's flow is god tier and your faves could never, and we need to give her the respect she deserves. Anyway, with that out of the way, let's actually talk about the song now. So Cheetah's raps, unsurprisingly, they're very good. Ailee's vocals, also unsurprisingly, are very good. Like, this song, my one key issue, which brings it down so much, is just the chorus. It's not that the chorus is bad, I just wish it was better, if you know what I mean. Like, I wish it hit more. That's the key issue that I have. Next up is Not Spring Lover Cherry Blossoms by High4 and IU. Guys, fun fact, did you know that I used to be a really big High4 stan? If you didn't know this about me, because I don't know how you would unless you like knew me in real life, but like, I used to be the biggest High4 stan, and I still listen to songs like Day by Day and Dead or Alive very consistently. They do both hit, if you were wondering, but we're not actually here to talk about them. We're here to talk about their song with IU, which is also really good. I really like the chorus. It's very cute, very soft, very poppy. The verses are great too. Plus, it's getting extra credit for one key thing. They don't try and force in a rap. High4 is 50% rappers. There's 4 members and 2 of them are rappers. This song could have had so many more raps that would have been terrible, and I'm glad they didn't try and make it have more raps. That just makes me happy. So it gets extra credit for that, and it gets extra credit for just nostalgia, because I'm a High4 stan in my heart, and the song makes me nostalgic. Our next song is Oasis by Crush featuring Zico, and frankly, this song is just chill and fun. Like, the chorus, I for one can't help but jam to her. As for Mr. Zico's verses, I thought they were pretty good. I really liked them. His flow is exceptional, with the sole exception of the shouty parts. Could have done without those, wish they weren't there, but it's also only like 15 seconds top, so like, it's not that deep. My 6th honorable mention is gonna have to go to Nine Muses' Hurt Locker. Listen, I remember the first time I heard this song, okay? And it was like the chorus, I think it was in like a K-Ville video or something. It was back when I watched those, and I heard the chorus of this song, and I was like, whoa, like this song is really good. And then I went out and I listened to the rest of the song, and I was like, oh wow, like this song is like really good. And here we are, many a year later, and I feel the exact same way. Like, this song is exceptional. First of all, the background music in general is just very, very good, but also the chorus bangs, the verses are amazing. Like, this song is the summer banger we didn't deserve, but we got anyway, and I, for one, am forever grateful for that. Okay, we've reached the top 40, and at number 40, I put Let's Not Fall in Love by Big Bang. Listen, let me explain myself for a minute. This song does something demonic to me. It unlocks parts of my spirit that I didn't know existed unless I'm listening to this song. Like, for Big Bang, music aside, like, as far as the members go, I was never really that into them personally. Like, they were old by the time I got into K-pop. They didn't really do much by the time I got into K-pop, so, like, me and Big Bang is, like, I don't have an issue with them, mostly, but, like, I just never really got into them. I never really had that kind of feelings for them, unless I'm listening to this song. This song, I blame the music video, because this music video is very cute if you don't mind looking at Seungri's face, but, like, it just does something to me. All that being said though, the song is very good. I actually really like this song. I've always really liked this song. It's really cute, it's really chill, but it's also just a fun song for me at the very least. Like, I really will jam to this song. But before I forget, we're gonna have a moment to talk to YG Entertainment. YG Entertainment, can we get a re-recording of every single Big Bang song without Seungri in them? I need that as soon as physically possible, and I think all of society really does too. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. We can now keep going. Next is Love You by SG Wannabe. Now, I don't know what I was expecting from this song because, like, I've never really heard an SG Wannabe song, but I know of SG Wannabe, and I was expecting a Belt Your Heart Out ballad. This was not that. I was not expecting a pop ballad, but I was very pleasantly surprised because the vocals are phenomenal. The chorus is great, and the background music kind of goes off. So, like, I was very pleasantly surprised by this song. And while we're here, I for one would like to throw it back to Produce 101 Season 2, like the 101 season. I want to bring us back to there when Lee Seo-hoon was a judge or vocal trainer on there, and he got so tired of all those rappers being like, I'm a rapper, why do I have to sing? And he literally would lose it on them, and it's like, you need to calm down, but like, it was so funny. Our next song is one that I'm actually kind of surprised I'd never heard before, which is Wildflower by Park Hyo-jin, because like, I've easily heard 20 different covers of this song just because it's super popular, but like, I was surprised I'd never heard it before. That's my point. Let's talk about the song now. Do you remember what I said earlier about ballads that build over time and get more intense as the song goes on? This is the perfect version of that in every way, because it starts off and it's super chill, and then the chorus hits, right? And you're like, oh shit. And then it just keeps going and it keeps building, and then the bridge hits and you're like, fuck. And you're sitting there, jaw dropped, tears in your eyes, borderline sobbing. That was me to this song. I had an out-of-body experience, and if you're into just the greatest ballad of all time, this is the song for you. Number 37 is Heart by IU, and I put this song this high for one very key reason. It is exceptionally wholesome. Like, this song warms every part of my spirit, and I love it so much. And I already love this song, and then the Jisung cover came out, and it made it better. Like, that cover, 10 out of 10. We need more Jisung covers. Okay, I'm moving on now. Our next song is Pillow by Soyu, Giri Boy, and Kihyun from Monsta X. Now, this song, I really liked it. I thought the chorus was great. I really like the vocals, especially when Kihyun and Soyu are singing together. Their voices mixed, beautiful. I want more of it immediately. But also, Giri Boy's rap was really good. Like, this whole song is good. That is my point. Next, Friday by IU. Now, for those who are unaware, I am in the midst of what I have dubbed my campfire arc, which is when I've been really into songs that give me like very chill, very wholesome campfirey vibes. This song is that in and of itself, plus it has guitar, which like, I've also always been weak for guitar, so like those two things together, it's a power move. At number 34, I have put Shouldn't Have by Baekhyun featuring Young K, aka Brian from Day 6. Now, I have dubbed this the vibiest of songs. I know it's not a word, but it is to me, because I literally entered another plane of existence listening to this song. I had a full out-of-body experience. It was a time, but also I really liked it because the chorus is phenomenal, and Mr. Young K's verse, very chill, very much enjoyed her. Like, this is just a good song. Number 33 is My Type by iKON. Now, I need you to understand something about me before we continue. I watched Win, and I watched Mix and Match, and then I was like fully ready for iKON's debut. I finished Mix and Match like within a week of their debut because I wanted to finish it before the debut. So like, I was extremely hyped. Can tell you the vivid memories that I have of this song coming out. Here's what was happening. It was Rosh Hashanah 2015, specifically the second day, and my entire family went to synagogue, and I stayed back. I don't remember what excuse I gave, but I'm sure I gave some excuse. I stayed home, right? Once I had the house to myself, I decided to listen to this song. I have clearest memories pacing around the hallway up, like right outside my bedroom, losing my mind. I was having a moment. I remember this so clearly, I don't think you understand. Like, do you ever have one of those memories where it's like, you can literally describe the entire room with your eyes closed? That was me. That was me with this. I know exactly what was happening. I lost my mind. Like, if you asked me in the moment, this would have been number one without a doubt, just because like I was having such a moment. However, that was many years ago. And while much has changed, I will not deny the song is still quite good. However, I can't ignore the fact that they gave the vocal parts to the rappers, which is a choice because they also gave the raps to the rappers, which means if you look at the line distribution of this song, let's just say is pretty stilted towards two certain members whose names start with B, and I will leave it at that. Next is Celebrity by Pop Bottom, and this is classic pop, right? Like, this is classic pop anthem, and we've established I'm a pop girly, so it should be a surprise to no one that I really liked this song, so instead I'm going to explain what I didn't like. The bridge. The bridge was kind of meh, and while I know it's not that deep, I just know in my spirit that if the bridge had been a moment, like an absolute banger bridge, this song would be at least 10 spots higher, so I can't help being a little bit disappointed that it didn't bang. Number 31 is Ring My Bell by Girls' Day, and I have to explain something else to you now. My bestie, at least one of them, hates this song. Like, the bestie I got into K-pop with hates this song. I've had to spend the last several years fighting for my life over this song before she eventually just gave up on it. But, like, I've had to defend this song with my life, so it does have a certain place in my heart. But I also stand by it. It's a really good song. The chorus, it bangs, other than the beat drop, but we can do without that. Plus, the pre-chorus is amazing, and the verses are really good. Like, the one thing I will concede on this song, though, which is why it isn't higher, is it is very much a 2015 song. Like, when you listen to it, you know you're listening to a song from, like, that era of music, if you know what I mean. Like, it didn't keep up when it aged, which does lose it some credit. Honorable mention number 7. Up Tensions, So Dangerous. Now, I feel like this is one of the best debut songs of all time, and we don't acknowledge that enough. Like, this is, in my opinion, the second best debut song of 2015. I will let you argue amongst yourselves with what you think my number 1 is. I'm not going to tell you. But, like, this song deserved to do what 11 did. I'm going to say, like, this really deserved its 11 moment, and we should have given it that because it's really on that level. Up Tension really told us, hey, we're going to debut with an absolute banger pop masterpiece. And then they did. Like, the chorus is just amazing. The background music goes a little too hard. Like, it's doing too much, but in the perfect way. Like, this song in general is just perfect, and it deserves so much more. Our next song is Wing Wing by Hyukoh. Now, do you remember with the last Hyukoh song we had, the Infinity Challenge one, how I said it sounded like the Hoedown Throwdown? I want you to imagine the Hoedown Throwdown, but, like, really slow it down, and you'll get this song, and I know you wouldn't expect it to be good, but it's actually really good. Like, I don't have a ton to say beyond that. I was vibing, I was feeling it, I thought it was good. We have made it to the final Big Bang song on this list. At number 29, we have Sober. And for the record, I've always felt like this is the best Big Bang song, at least of the made ones. I can talk to you about the others, but, like, of the made ones, this is, in my opinion, by far the best. And I've always been in love with it, and that was several hundred listens ago when I first fell in love with it, so, like, the fact that I still really like it in and of itself is a power move, but, like, this song just bangs. Like, it's just a banger song. The chorus is amazing. I adore the verses. Like, this whole song is so good. So, if you've been sitting here and you've been thinking to yourself that I hate Big Bang's music, can you please stop thinking that? Like, I will rant about this song more if that's what it takes to satisfy you people. I just feel like you don't really want to hear it right now because this video is long enough as it is. Next is I by Taeyeon featuring Verbal Jint, and in my opinion, this is one of the best SM solo debuts of all time, and of the women who have had a solo debut, like, top 2. The only one that can compete is Free Somebody by LOONA. The rest of you are definitely not on this level because, like, this song is a masterpiece. The opening verse from Verbal Jint is amazing. The vocals are gorgeous. The chorus is stunning. Like, this song is phenomenal. Plain and simple, it's a phenomenal song. Next, Shake It by Sistar. This one's like Ring My Bell, where the bestie hates it, and I've had to defend this song for the years on end at this point. Like, she's accepted that I will forever like Sistar's music, but I don't think she was really happy about it. Bestie, if you're watching, you can let me know. But, like, yeah, I've had to defend this song for my life, and once more I stand by it, because, like, this is summer pop to a T. Sistar had it down to a science, how to leave the girlies shaking in summer. We as a society still have not recovered. We tried. We tried our best with Red Velvet, but, like, they can't compare it. You can't compete if you don't compare, and they don't compare. Because, like, let's talk about this song for a minute. It is fabulous. Like, the chorus is amazing. The verses are great. Like, it's just a really, really good song, and I miss Sistar because I miss Bright Summer Comeback. Number 26 is Opa's Car by Tablo, Incredible, and Junushan. Now, right off the bat, can we talk about this background music for a minute? Because this background music is phenomenal. Also, the raps. Incredible, 10 out of 10. I was about to make an incredible joke, and I decided against it. Please don't judge me. Anyway, but it was really good. Tablo's verse is also great. Like, this song is just really, really good. I don't really have anything else to say about it, so we're gonna move on. At number 25, we made it to the top 25. We're making progress. But number 25 is Get Some Air by Gary featuring Mew. Now, this chorus gave me goosebumps. I was obsessed from the first moment I heard it because it's so good. I will admit, however, Gary's verses could have been better. They weren't bad, like not even remotely. They didn't hit like the chorus hit, and I wish they hit like the chorus hit. Like, I just wish the whole song hit. That's my point. Number 24 is Comes and Goes by Hyukoh. This song is so fun. I was jamming my entire heart out to this song. I was having the time of my life. It was enjoyable for every second, which is a win for me, but that's also all I have to say, and we've had a lot of songs at this point, so we're just gonna keep going. Next, Lean on Me by Soyu and Kwon Jung-yeol. Now, I have a story to tell you. Back when I first heard this song, I was so obsessed with it. I listened to it, I believe, for 4 straight hours on loop. I don't know how many hours it was, but it was definitely more than 2. Just on loop, listening to this song non-stop, vibing my spirit out. Because this is everything I've meant by campfire, right? Like, if you have ever been confused by what I meant by a campfire moment, this song is it. Just the chill vibes of it, the way it's so good. The chorus is great. Their vocals are so pretty, especially when they mix, because they sound really good together. Like, this whole song it's so good. Next is Puss by Jimin and Iron. Now, right off the bat, I will not deny, this isn't my favorite background music. Definitely could be better, but I can also definitely get past it. So, like, I do want to make that clear before we continue. As for the rest of the song, though, it's really, really good. Jimin is absolutely giving God tier flow, like 10 out of 10, amazing. Iron's rap is also very good. And before I keep going, I feel like we need to establish, this chorus was absolutely meant to be, you're a fucking pussy, right? Right, I'm glad we're all on the same page, and now I can continue. Our next song is actually another Jimin song, which is Good Start by Jimin and Song from 2AM, and the impact that a vocal chorus will have on me when it's in a rap song cannot be measured, because, like, you will notice, I'm pretty sure every rap song from this point forward will have someone singing the chorus, because I just love it so much. If you didn't know, I love it so much. Anyway, let's talk about the actual song now. We've pretty much established at this point that I like really chill rap songs. This is absolutely one of those. Like, this is one of the ones where you're gonna vibe to the verses, meanwhile they're phenomenal, by the way, and then the chorus is gonna come in and it's gonna be super pretty and you're gonna keep vibing and the song is gonna end and you're gonna be like, wow, that was a great experience. This is that to a T. Our final female honorable mention is going to go to the Arcs, The Light. Now, listen. This song is not on here because it's one of the best pop songs of 2015. It is, but that's not why it's here. It's on here because we as a society paid the Arc dust, and this song exists, which alone should have given them at least one number 1. Like, I'm sorry, this song will never not make me cry. I teared up writing these notes. I've heard this song hundreds of times, okay? Like, that alone should speak volumes. And it's just, this song, I know I made a video forever ago about songs that deserved a Roland moment. This one actually deserves a Roland moment. Like, if this song does what Roland did, I will be nothing short of ecstatic and fully in support of it. Number 20, we made it to the top 20, which is Miyu by Sunny featuring Baekhyun. Now, this is another vocally based chorus with a rap song, and this is all I want from a poppy rap song. Like, literally, this is all I could ask for. Because the chorus, very pretty, again, vocal based, Baekhyun sounds beautiful here, so, like, that's a win. Plus, the raps, Sunny, again, just very talented rapper, his verses are phenomenal here, and on top of all of that, it's just a really cute song. Like, it's giving in every way I could ask for, and I am eternally grateful. Next, My Type by Jessie, Cheetah, and Gangnam. Now, first things first, we absolutely need to discuss this chorus because it slaps. It fucking slaps. It fully slaps. I loved this chorus with all my heart and soul. I'm glad we've established that. Now for the verses. They are great. Cheetah, of course, is giving everything we could have ever asked for. She's leaving the girlies shaking. We're unsurprised. As for Jessie, while I know nowadays, I have said before, I do have a some issues with her and her rapping. I think she's gotten very annoying. This was before that, when she was a little more restrained, let's say. Like, she didn't try and do too much, and it was much better. So there's that. Like, just, and that, can we please have Unpretty Rap Star back? I don't care that you rig all your shows. I've accepted that all the kingdoms and all the queendoms were rigged. Like, I don't care. I just want Unpretty Rap Star back. And number 18, I have placed Boys and Girls by Zico. This is another song, for the record, that I was absolutely obsessed with and listened to loop on hours on end, and I did it even more than the last one, so it does get to be higher for that. But also, this is just a really good song in general. I will admit, the chorus is extremely cringy, like just 24 out of 10 on the cringe scale, but it also manages to bop, so like I don't really care. As for the verses, Zico, again, very, very talented rapper. Verses are phenomenal. Plus, like, just in general, while I have my issues with some Zico songs nowadays and some of his later work, let's say, this song is an absolute bop, and I do feel the need to support it. Okay, we've made it. So what is the final song that I had never heard before making this video? Now, that song is Love Mash by MC Mong featuring Chancellor. So like, I didn't know what to expect going in, right? All I really knew about MC Mong in terms of his music was that he was a rapper, which doesn't really narrow it down. So I had like zero expectations, right? Then the background music starts, and right off the bat I'm intrigued because it's really good. And I'm like, oh, okay, like I'm feeling it. And then he comes in, MC Mong comes in, and he starts rapping. And I'm like, oh shit, like it's really good. And then the chorus comes in, and I lose my whole mind. Because the chorus, absolute masterpiece. The verses are really good. Like, this whole song is 10 out of 10. Don't watch the music video. The music video was weird and I didn't like it. However, the song itself is god tier. Number 16 is Ordinary Love by Park Kyung from Block B and Pak Boram. And listen, I know Park Kyung is a little bitch. Like, we've established that, right? Right. This song is still pop perfection. It's pop rap perfection. That's the only way to put it. Like, the raps are so good, but they don't go too hard and they don't ruin the poppy vibes. The chorus slaps in every way. Like, it's such a good song, and I've been obsessed with it for years. So, like, we're gonna pretend Park Kyung isn't a bitch when I listen to the song. Cool? Cool. Next, Dum Dum by Red Velvet. Now, this song is literally a classic in every single way, and it is also to this day one of my favorite Red Velvet titles, and that is for two reasons. One, she's just like such a little icon I can't help but stan, but it's also a phenomenal song. So like, let's get into it. The chorus, absolute banger. The verses, they are really, 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 really good, and the rap is nothing short of legendary, so just every part of this song is too good, and it's one of those songs where, I don't know if this will make sense to anyone else, but it's one of those songs where, like, it was an absolute hit, but it simultaneously deserved more. I hope that made sense, because that is the only real way I can describe my feelings about this song. We have reached our final, I guess, primarily rap song, and also our final OST, which is Spring by Chance by Loco and Yuju. This song is very good, so let's get into it. We're starting with the raps today. They slide. Loco's flow is very, very good, but the part that gives them that extra oomph is Yuju in the background, when she's adding that one little bit of vocals in there that just makes them god tier. Speaking of Yuju, the chorus, she is giving everything, and it is literally leaving the girlies gasping. At least it's leaving me gasping. Like, I know it's really not a hot take to say that Yuju is one of the best singers ever, but like, we need to stop disrespecting this woman, because like, there's a 99.9% chance she could outsing your fave. She can outsing my fave, like, I'll admit it, but like, we need to respect her more. Once we do that, there will be world peace. Anyway, our next song is Oh Ah Yeah by Mamamoo. Now, who remembers when Mamamoo had like the best discography ever, at least in terms of their titles, because I remember that. And this is one of, if not the most iconic of the Mamamoo titles. Like, for example, if you're not jamming to this chorus, I just straight up don't trust you as a human, because this is the perfect chorus. On top of that, the verses are amazing. The vocals are slaying. Like, this is the perfect song. Number 12 is Party by Girls' Generation. Now, not only is this yet another song that the bestie hates, but it's also one of the songs that makes me the happiest in the world. Like, the levels of joy I feel when I hear this song cannot be expressed in words. I swear I am instantly sitting on the beach with a pina colada, having the time of my life every time the chorus hits. Plus, like, I swear to God, this is what SM is trying to do every time they give Red Velvet a summer comeback. Like, they're trying to do this, and it's only worked once. And like Girls' Generation did it on their first try, so it gets some extra credit for that, and also it's just a great song. Next, Love by A Pink. This is like Dum Dum in a lot of ways to me, where it was such a hit, and yet it simultaneously deserved to be so much more of a hit. Like, I can't explain it beyond that, but like, this song is god tier. The chorus is such a bop, the verses are incredible, the vocals are stunning, like, this song is too good to be allowed, and that's all I have to say on it because this song can speak for itself, so for once I'm going to actually tell you to leave this video and go listen to it. We have reached our final honorable mention, and I saved this song for last for one very key reason, which is that it's a phenomenal song. Like, I thought about where I would put this song in the ranking if I were to like have it in the top 100, and I've decided that it would have been number 2. And that song is Sweet Girl by B1A4. Now, I will admit my bias. I am a diehard B1A4 stan. I think they have one of the best discographies of K-pop, and the fact that I haven't reviewed an old B1A4 album is kind of wild to me. Like, it's probably gonna happen at some point soon, so get ready for that. But like, this is just one of the best songs of all time. And to be fair, again, admitting my bias, this is the first B1A4 song I ever heard. So, like, it does have a special place in my heart for that, but it is also just objectively a god tier song. So I'm gonna talk about the entire song, and you're gonna listen to it. Great? Great. So starting off, we have the background music, right? This background music is one of the best I've ever heard. The song starts with this, like, grand orchestral opening, and from that moment on, it gets better. It gets better, and it gets better. So, like, from that point forward, right, then we have the first verse. The first verse is pretty short, but it's quite good. And then we have the pre-chorus. And the pre-chorus is a cultural icon, at least it is to the girlies with taste, because this pre-chorus is phenomenal. Then, we have the chorus. This is literally one of the best pop choruses of all time. Like, I'm not even exaggerating when I say that. I want you to think about your favorite K-pop song, your favorite pop song even. Like, think of the chorus to that song, right? There's a 90% chance this chorus is better. If you don't believe me, go listen to the song. I'm not even kidding. Like, leave the video. If you've made it this far, I've gotten the watch time, I've gotten the view, like, leave. Go listen to this song and tell me I'm wrong, because I'm not. Moving on though, after that we have the second verse, which is the rap verse. This rap verse is great. It's not his best, I won't deny it, but it is still very, very good. And then we have another pre-chorus and chorus. I won't rant about them again. Please know I could though. Like, I do have things to say because they are truly that amazing. Either way though, after that we have the bridge, where we start out with a nice little chill bottle rap, which it's very nice. I very much am feeling it. And then Gongchan comes in. He leaves the girl, he's gasping and shaking. And then we have the greatest part of this song, which is the guitar moment. I don't know who did the background music for this. They deserve every single accolade you can imagine. Like, they deserve to win every Grammy, because this moment, like, when I tell you, whoever did this, they decided, hey, I'm gonna leave every single human being floored, shaking, emotionally distraught. I don't think you understand. The background music for this bridge, specifically the guitar moment, is nothing short of one of the greatest moments of music history. I'm fine. Anyway, after that, we just have the last little round of the chorus. We have some amazing vocals from Sando for the record, but then the song wraps up. So yeah, that is Sweet Girl, aka literally one of the greatest songs ever created, and everyone should go listen to it right now. We have made it to the top 10. And at number 10, I have put Like a Cat by AOA. This is also, for the record, the last song on here that was released in 2014, or before 2015, I should say, because if that's been an issue for you this whole time, sucks to suck, but like, this is the last one. So from this point forward, I guess you can be happy. Either way though, this song. This is what every single sexy girl crush concept has been trying to be. I swear on my life it's true, but like, do we think any of them will ever reach this level? I think not. I don't think any of them could do what AOA did, because this song is too good. The chorus is such just chill, but also banger, and it's just, this is the perfect song. It's god tier in every way. Number 9 is Remember by A-Pink. Fun fact, this is my favorite A-Pink title. I know what you're probably thinking. You're like, why is Remember your favorite? Because there are A-Pink titles that are much more my style of music, but there's just something about Remember that is it hits different, okay? Like, I have referred to myself on many an occasion as a remember supremacist because I feel like this song does not get the respect it deserves, and I will die alone on that hill if that's what it takes. I don't care, because this is the perfect pop song. It's so cute, it's so bright, it's so just poppy, like, it hits in every single way you would ever want a pop song to hit in, and it deserves so much more respect. Next, number 8, Me Gustas Tu by Yota Chingu. Now, I will not deny, the nostalgia really got me for this one. Like, the minute that piano intro started, I was back in high school, alone in my bedroom, listening to the song on loop, losing my whole mind. Like, it happened. I won't deny the nostalgia. It really hit and it really got me. But the song also fully holds up. Like, this is one of those songs, you know how I was saying Love and Dum Dum? It's like, they deserved to be bigger hits. They deserve to be what Me Gustas 2 is. And, like, I will admit, there are songs that are this level of success that I'm like, I don't really see the vision, but I'll respect you for liking it. This is a song I fully see not only the vision, I am a proponent of it being bigger. Like, this is a song that just deserved the entire world. And one day, I swear to God, I am going to make a video about how the world did Yota Chingu dirty. We're not there yet, but just know, if it ever shows up, like, I have warned you all, it's gonna happen. It is time to discuss the greatest final song ever made, which is Only You by Miss A. Yes, I know this was actually not meant to be their final song, but, like, it still was. This was still their last song before they disbanded. And you know what? It is also still one of the best pop songs I've ever heard. Like, I will be honest, there are some parts that are very 2015, which is why it was not higher. I originally thought the song was going to be higher, which, like, it's at number 7, so, like, it's still really high, but, like, I literally was thinking, like, top 5. But, like, there are parts that did not age the best, which is why it's not even higher, but, like, the rest of the song. This chorus is the perfect chorus until the beat drops. But, like, the rest of it, it's so good. It's just, it hits every single time. I've heard this chorus Lord knows how many times, and I'm still obsessed with it. That should tell you everything you need to know. Number 6 is Call Me Baby by EXO. Now, if you didn't watch my Exodus review, first of all, go watch it. But also, this was one of the first K-pop songs I ever heard, and this was the first comeback that I was ever here for, so it does hold a special place in my heart for that. But also, it's just a phenomenal song, hands down. The only part of the song that I would not fight to the death for is the raps, because, like, let's be real, 2015 China was not the strongest rapper, but you know what? I say it adds to the charm. I think it makes the song maybe not better, but, like, it adds to it in a certain way, so it does have that going for it. Plus, the chorus is a masterpiece and the vocals are gorgeous, so, like, just in general, it makes up for it. Top 5. We ready? We ready. Number 5, 23 by IU. Now, this is high-key one of IU's best titles, like, easily. And in a pre-Lilac world, I might have called this her best even, but even now it's top 3, like, without a doubt, top 3. It's just, it's too good. It's too good. It's giving pop star icon perfection, and we love to see it. Like, for example, this chorus. If you've listened to this chorus and you tell me you didn't jam, you're lying. You're lying to me and you're lying to yourself, because this is the perfect chorus. And on top of that, the verses are amazing, and it's such a fun song. It's such a banger. I love it so much. Number 4, I Feel You by Wonder Girls. Wonder Girls was really too good for society. Like, let's be honest, we did not deserve Wonder Girls. Imagine going on a 3-year hiatus, learning an instrument, then coming back as a band and releasing one of the greatest songs of all time. I would say your faves could never, but my faves could never, so, like, I can't really judge. But, like, actually though, like, let's be serious for a minute. This is one of the best songs of all time. The background music is so fucking good. I'm still not over it. The chorus is an absolute bop. The rap is a moment. The verses are incredible. Like, every part of the song on its own, I would call a masterpiece. And then they come together and they give you one of the greatest songs ever made in the history of mankind. Alright, it's time to discuss the greatest girl group song of 2015, excluding honorable mentions, which is AOA's Heart Attack. This song is too powerful. So, like, let's get the starting stuff out of the way, the obvious, let's say. This pre-chorus is a masterpiece. These verses are incredible, and this chorus is literally one of the best choruses I've ever heard in my entire life. But we have to discuss the background music now, because this background music flows perfectly. The way the first chorus goes into the second verse is God's work. There is nothing about this song that doesn't shake me to my core to this day, and that is a power move when you think about how many times I've heard this song. Like, we as a society did not deserve this song, and to be honest, we still don't. We have reached the penultimate song. Number 2, EXO's Love Me Right. Now, for some context, okay? I got into EXO 7.5 years ago. I have been a diehard EXO stan since I got into them 7.5 years ago. This has been my favorite EXO title since it came out 7 years ago, okay? That alone should speak volumes, and I feel like I don't have to say more, but I'm going to anyway. Because from the first second of this song, it's already giving everything. The background music is truly one of the best I've ever heard. Then you have Baekhyun coming in, and then you have a phenomenal verse, and then the chorus hits, and then I regain the will to live, because this is actually just the perfect chorus. Like, this chorus bangs in the perfect way. I love it so much. I love this song so much. And yet it's only number 2, so let's talk about number 1 now. So, if you know anything about me, my number 1 song should actually not in any way be a shock to you, which is that my number 1 song is View by SHINee. Like, one of my first videos on this channel was me ranting and raving about Odd. This is my favorite song off of Odd. Odd is my favorite album of all time. That alone should tell you enough. Like, I don't need to get into this song, and I'm not going to, because I would be here for an hour. I could literally spend the next hour telling you about View. I'm not going to waste your time doing that. I'm not going to waste my time doing that. Instead, I will just tell you that this is the greatest song ever made. This is literally my favorite song. Like, easily, if I were to actually make a list of my favorite songs of all time by just anyone ever, this would without a doubt be top 3. Like, let me put it this way, okay? When I started this video, when I had this idea, when I started these notes, the first thing I did was put View at number 1. I did not have to think. I wrote this section before I did anything else because I knew View was going to be number 1. And I was right. Before I even knew I was going to do honorable mentions, before I knew it was number 100 to number 2, I knew View was going to be number 1, and I was right because View was the best song ever made. All right, we did it. I did it. We did it, team. We did it, Joe. That was my ranking of the top 100 songs of 2015. Featuring some honorable mentions. I hope you liked it. I actually had a lot of fun making this video. There were some painful parts, I won't deny, but for the most part I actually really enjoyed myself. I'm probably going to do this for other years at some point. If this video does well, I'll probably do them sooner rather than later, but I'm probably going to do them either way because I had a lot of fun making this. But yeah, other than that though, you can comment whatever you think down below. Comment your thoughts on everything. Comment your thoughts on my ranking. Comment your thoughts on whatever you want. You can also like and subscribe if you want to, or don't, because I will be okay either way. You can also follow me on Twitter at s_album_reviews. I will link that in the description along with reviews for any of the albums that have the title tracks that I've done on this list. There are a good few that I've reviewed. They're all going to be down there. You can check them out if you so choose. But yeah, thank you again for watching. Bye!